So, in the previous video, as we have discussed the five kingdom classification system, we will be moving on to the next one, that is your kingdom Monira. We'll be reading, and we'll be learning the characteristics of kingdom Monira today. And in tomorrow's lecture or in the next lecture, we will be discussing about the Protista, and like that we'll be moving further. So without any further ado, let's get into the video on Kingdom Monira. So starting with Kingdom Monira, as I have discussed in the previous video, that bacteria are your soul members, are the soul members of this kingdom. Soul members, like they are the main characters which play. They are the heroes and heroines which play. Okay, sorry. They are the heroes and heroines of the skit. They are the heroes of this kingdom Monira. Now, bacteria. This since bacteria are the soul members, this kingdom is also called as kingdom of bacteria. And so you can also say that bacterial world. Okay, so these bacteria are prokaryotes. Generally, we have discussed in the previous video, the only kingdom with prokaryotes is your kingdom Monira. Now it includes unicellular organisms. It includes unicellular, prokaryotic unicellular organisms. Okay, ribosomes are present, 70s type. DNA is present, but a naked circular DNA. Naked DNA is naked. Okay, DNA is not covered with any nucleus. If this is your cell, like this, DNA is present, no nucleus, no nuclear membrane. So that is why they are called as prokaryotes. Now, the cell wall is present. We have discussed that it is rich in peptidoglycan. Cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. Next one, locomotory organ is flagellum or flagella. Locomotory structure, it is like a whip. Like if you have seen euglena in the NCERT, you would be seeing like this. Euglena does not belong to this, but yes, that is your flagella. It helps in locomotion. Next one, environmental decomposers. They are termed as decomposers. They are your environmental decomposers because they decompose dead and decay matter and clear the environment. They are also called as scavengers of the environment. Also, they clear the environment. Nutrition is very diverse. Diverse, like they are present from autotrophic mode. In autotrophic, also photosynthetic and chemosynthetic, till heterotrophic. The one and only one kingdom with much diversified nutrition is your kingdom Monira. Now there are different types of bacteria based on their types. Okay, there are different types of bacteria based on their shapes, like rod shaped, circle shaped, spherical shaped, comma shaped, spiralum. So these all now types of bacteria. Put the side heading types of bacteria. Now first one is your rod shaped bacteria. What is this rod shaped bacteria? This is your bacillus. Now bacteria is rod shaped, like this. I'm trying to draw it. Okay, this is your somewhat like this. The bacteria is present. Okay, this is your bacteria. Now ignore this drawing, but remember the shape. Rod. Okay. Now the second one is your coccus or cocci bacteria. You can also saw it as cocci bacteria. Now what is this cocci bacteria? This is your spherical shaped bacteria. Spherical shaped bacteria. It is like this. Open your NCERT, you will be finding these images there. In your NCRT, you'll be finding these images. They have given you the images. Now the third one is your spiralum. Spiralum. Sorry. Yes. Spiralum, it is spiral shaped. Now how is this? So see this, somewhat like this. Okay, this is your spiral shaped bacteria. And the last one is, I'll be writing it here a little down. Okay, and the last one is your, it's your vibrio. Vibrio, this is nothing but it is the comma shaped bacterium. It is like this, somewhat comma shaped. Comma shaped. Now these are your four types of bacteria based upon or classified upon their shape. Okay. Now the example for bacillus is very simple. You can take the lactobacillus bacteria. Now bacteria based on staining. Generally we have two types of bacteria based on stains, gram positive and gram negative. The bacteria which take acidic stain, they are called as gram positive stain, gram positive bacteria, and which do not take are called as gram negative bacteria, and that is not required for us. Let us move on further. Let us move on further to the types of bacteria present based upon your cell wall composition. Based on, if you want to skip this writing, just put the playback speed to 1.5, or you can also put it, yeah, 1.5 or 1.75 is good. Okay, put it there, and you can skip writing, but you have to get habituated to the speed. Okay, based upon this cell wall composition. Cell wall composition, yeah, that's a very bad line, it is fine. Starting with this, let us take some yellow colors. Let us use these. Okay, first one is archaebacteria. Archaebacteria. These archaebacteria are present everywhere from harsh climatic conditions to very natural climatic conditions. They live in harsh climatic conditions. Like you can take very salty water, saline waters, like in oceans, like in seas, very saline. So these bacteria which live in saline waters are called as halophils. They can also live in extreme conditions like the thermal vents. The thermal vents are nothing but, if this is an okay, if this is your ocean, let me see, this is your ocean and this becomes your ocean bed. If you think for some time, this is your ocean bed, and here you'll be having some small vents, and these bacteria are even found there, and there the temperature exists like 100 degrees, that way, above 100 degrees. Okay, temperature is above 100 degrees, not 1000 but 100. These are your thermal events. There also these bacteria are found, these archaebacteria. Why, I'll be telling you in a minute. So these bacteria which are found there in hot springs, you have seen sulfur springs, right? Hot springs, they're hot. If you have ain't been there, please try to visit some sulfur spring, you'll be amazed to see. So these hot springs, they are called as the thermoacidophils. Thermoacidophils. These bacteria which live in hot springs, they are called as thermoacidophils. If you haven't been there, please visit it once again. I am telling you, that is very fantastic. I have been there. Next one, marshy areas, where there is much of mud. We people generally do not like to walk in that marshy area, and like you can also say cow dung. If you take cow dung, it is prepared. It is used for preparing gobar gas. We have seen in the preparation in the microbes chapter also. So these marshieria bacteria are called as methanogens. Why is this happening to these bacteria that they are able to live in these harsh conditions where no people, no life is found, not only humans, no life is found in these places. We cannot, no life is found above 100 degrees celsius place, no life is found in hypersaline waters, no life is found in marshy areas. Now these bacteria possess a type of cell wall, a peculiar type of cell wall, which contains linkages between these lipids. Generally, there is no linkage between lipids in the cell wall. We will be discussing in the cell chapter that you will be finding that cell membrane is made up of lipids and the fluid mosaic structure. In that, we will be studying that. But there are linkages between those lipids. So due to these linkages, the cell wall is much stronger, and that is why they are able to live in no life conditions. These are your no life conditions. So those, what is the reason? Cell wall. No, forget about the linkages. The NCERT exam, the reason which is given in your NCERT is nothing but cell wall. Remember that. So these are your first type of bacteria based on the cell wall. Now let us move on to the second type of bacteria, which is called as, your favorite one, eubacteria, the true bacteria. You, every time I have already told you in the starting lecture, you, every time it comes, it is true bacteria. Okay, true, you means true. Now this bacterial group includes many other groups, like cyanobacteria or blue green algae, BGA cyanobacteria, B chemosynthetic bacteria, C heterotrophic bacteria. So what is the cell wall? It is the cell wall is composed of peptidoglycan, the best you can say, not best, but the true cell wall which is present in the bacterial kingdom contains peptidoglycanous cell wall. So based on that only our Whittaker classified bacteria. Okay, now generally these bacteria divide by binary fission. Remember this, anywhere, anytime, any question, binary fission. Like generally how do they? Now this cyanobacteria, it is nothing but this blue-green algae or cyanobacteria is nitrogen fixing, N2 fixing bacteria. Oh sorry, yeah, N2 fixing bacteria. In our NCERT, they have written that they convert or they fix nitrates, and ammonia, nitrites, they fix. So why is that happening? Because they have processed heterocysts, a specialized type of cells which help in nitrogen fixing. So if you open your NCERT, you can find a diagram like this, something bead shaped, and between heterocysts are marked. So those help in the nitrogen fixation. Next one is your I have told you about binary fission, and in harsh conditions or unfavorable conditions they produce the endospore. That is your reproductive method which they have adapted, endospore or binary fission. Okay, most of them are prokaryotes, and that is why growth itself represents, this is very important. uh, this is your, not your third one, I forgot, this is your second one. I have third one for you, but I'll be telling you in a minute. Wait, I have to tell a very important line from your NCERT, that growth in bacteria, in many of the prokaryotes, growth represents reproduction itself. Reproduction and growth are not very different, but reproduction itself means growth. If a one bacterial cell divides into two daughter bacteria, they are growing as well as reproducing. That is the speciality in your prokaryotes. Now moving on to the third group, I have told you the very special group, that is your mycoplasmas. These mycoplasmas are your smallest living cells. Living cells They can live, they are without cell wall. Please do not confuse that. They are with cell wall, they are without cell wall. They are without cell wall. They can live without oxygen. No oxygen is not required. They are facultative anaerobes, and they are not obligate aerobes. Okay, remember that. Now, no formation of gametes, but genetic material is being exchanged, even not by sexual reproduction. This is the thing which the bacteria is specialized for. Genetic material is being exchanged, guys. In bacteria, genetic material is being exchanged without the formation of gametes, or by the formation of neither by the sexual reproduction. So that is a very peculiar thing that happens when your binary fission takes place. If you observe the diagram given in NCERT, you'll be understanding very clear that genetic material, or the uh, you can say DNA or RNA is getting divided. So that is it, guys, for this video. Thank you.